Payday 2 was, and always will be, a super fun first-person co-op shooter. Originally released in 2013, the game is surprisingly still going strong thanks to its consecutive almost 10 years of updates. Payday has exquisite guns to play with, and the gunplay is extremely explosive and dynamic since the weapons sound, look, and feel good thanks to the incredibly well done weapon animations. The gameplay in general is very engaging and fun thanks to its incredibly deep customization, from guns and attachments to skills and perks. The game lets you personalize and play around with any weapon you want in any way you want, featuring various playstyles along with a loud and stealth approach to missions. A huge part of Payday 2's success is thanks to the community that keeps the game alive with builds and different playstyles. The maps and heists are mostly well designed, paired with the bank robbing setting, fun gameplay, fun gunplay, deep customization, various difficulties and replayability. This combination makes this game incredibly fun. Payday benefits immensely from the replay value, similar to other co-op shooters like Left 4 Dead, Borderlands, and Destiny. The characters are very colorful and weirdly interesting. The music is perfectly timed with the assault, dropping a strong electronic beat right when the enemies are gonna go hard on you and your team. But it stays chill in moments of peace and focused, and tame when doing stealth. Something I always say benefits Payday is its aesthetic. The suits paired with the blue gloves and extravagant masks give the game such a unique look. And paired with the gameplay, it is a mix that you can't get anywhere else. Inspired by films like Heat and The Town, the game takes the best aspects and uses them in its favor, even paying direct homage to them with missions and masks. Despite everything I said, I've always had a love/hate relationship with this game. The diesel engine is really bad and outdated at this point. A lot of weapons are reskins of each other. Mechanically speaking, melee is plain useless except for a handful of weapons. There are a ton of repetitive objectives throughout the game, and on some missions your success depends on RNG objectives and spawns, and that ruins a lot of instances in the game, and it's not necessarily skill based most of the time. The highest difficulties are not enjoyable in my personal opinion, don't crucify me. They're difficult, sure, but not in a way your skill is necessarily tested. Highest difficulties test how patient you are and how well you can put together a dodge or heavy build, making 3/4 of the game items useless, and it limits that freedom of choice since certain playstyles and weapons are simply superior. You all may remember that I used to put together builds. That's what initially grew my channel, and then I decided to shift away from the game because I wanted to focus on essay videos and because of my deep frustration with the game and their developers. At some point, I simply hated it, but recently I've been playing it by myself, just casually, not stressing out about perfectly put together builds or meticulously getting through missions on that sentence one down, and this is why I wanted to make this video, to remind myself and people as well why this 10-year-old game was and still is great, and why it is still surprisingly going strong. Thank you so much for watching this particular video. I'm gonna leave a link to an old playlist that contains all of my old Payday 2 videos, all of my builds and all that. They're probably gonna be outdated at this point because of the new content that the game has. You can check out my Patreon and support me if it is in your means. All of my Payday videos were hidden for some time because I just wanted to distance myself from the game, but now I really don't mind or don't care. They're in the description, and I have plans for Payday 3 content in the future. I'm definitely doing that. So thank you so much for watching, and have a nice day.